guys, I didn't notice you over there. Well, let's get right into it.
The topic question I researched was, why were Jews treated negatively throughout history? Did the perpetrators have anything in common with their motives? And to answer this, we will be going over three main events that have affected Jews throughout history. In chronological order, the starting event is based in ancient Egypt. So the important events of ancient Egypt times happened around 1550 BC, which was when slavery was established in the new kingdom of Egypt. During this time, around 80% of the Egyptian population was made up of Jews. The Pharaoh's reasoning for enslavement of the early Israelites was to keep their population in check so they couldn't rebel against the Egyptian empire by joining enemies in war. However, since the Pharaoh didn't have much logic justifying his reasons for enslavement, other than keeping their population in check, it seems that the Pharaoh had other unknown motives. The next major event that happened to the Jewish communities were the Crusades. The main Crusades that happened were during the Middle Ages, starting November 1095 and ending 1291. How the Crusades started was with Pope Urban II. He influenced the Crusades by denouncing speeches about plans for the Crusades. The results of the main Crusades were Jerusalem, the Holy Land, being taken over many times by Christian and Muslim powers. Some aftermath also included within these crusades were pillaging of Jewish societies and slaughtering of the Jews. The last event is the Holocaust, which was January 30th, 1933 to May 8th, 1945. The basic overview of the Holocaust is there is this guy named Hitler who caused millions of Jews to die. The reasons behind how Hitler convinced people that the Jews were such bad people was for blaming them for all the current troubles that Germany had at the time, which included money problems for World War I, and the Treaty of Versailles that was hindering them of land and army power. Now, these weren't the only possible motives for Hitler. There was also a meeting in 1939, August 22nd, which was Hitler's Abschlussrede speech. Translated to English, a part of his speech said, "Who, after all, speaks today of the annihilation of the Armenians?" This has been researched by many scholars with differing perspectives, with one side saying how Hitler tried to justify his actions, while other scholars claiming this was malarkey due to this small detail of relation to the Armenian genocide not being a strong enough claim to just theorize upon. Well, now that you know the information, let's try and make a conclusion to the main question. As a reminder, our main question is, why were Jews treated negatively throughout history? Did the perpetrators have anything in common with their motives? Well, for ancient Egyptian times, the pharaoh enslaved Jews, so then there wouldn't be problems later on. In the Crusades, the religious powers wanted more influence throughout the land, not caring who they harmed, and Hitler wanted more power by committing genocide on the Jews for self-benefit. Now, there's one thing that is obvious for the reasons of these events, which was greed. The strong trying to better themselves at the cost of others, like the pharaoh making the slaves build the pyramids, the Crusaders trying to gain more influence, and Hitler blaming the Jews. However, there is one more thing that these events have in common: the mystery before it. Each event seemed to have unknown possible side motives, with the pharaohs having questionable reasons for enslavement to Hitler's possible justifications for his actions by relating the Holocaust to the Armenian genocide. Now to end, the question is open-ended and there could be many interpretations for side motives, but this is the end of the video. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a good one.
Say it again, y'all.